Absolutely. When you interview the president of the Speakers Association in India, you're definitely going to be receiving an invitation to speak in India.
There you go. That's a good point.
Hey guys, we're back here at MSMW. It's the afternoon now. I've got here Kiruba, all the way from India. Kiruba is the president, nothing less but the president of the Speakers Association of India, as well as the CEO of his very own digital marketing agency. So Kiruba, thank you for being here.
Oh, an absolute pleasure. Absolute.
And we're going to be in the same panel in a little bit, straight after this tea break, which is going on. What I found fascinating and really inspiring when I looked at your profile, when I found out that we're going to be on the same panel, is that, I did a little bit of stalking and went to your site. You've got your own site, which really showcases all your speaking engagements and what you've done in the past and stuff. And that was really, really inspiring. I mean, just goes to show the experience and the amount of work that you put in over the years to become the speaker that you are. So what advice would you have for people out there, but also for me personally, someone who is trying to get to do more and more speaking engagements and to up my game at that? What advice would you have on how to up your game when it comes to speaking?
Yeah, I think the first one is just the branding and putting yourself as a professional speaker. So mind you, Roberto, I'm not talking about a speaker. There are many speakers, but the amount of people who actually graduate on to becoming a professional speaker is much less. So the first thing is let the world know that not only are you kicking ass in your area of work, but you can also own the stage. And that are two very powerful traits to have. Deep impactful knowledge that's very useful for the target audience, as well as the gift of the gab. So having those two, and then letting the world know that you're worth your time, and that you charge for your time, charge for your talks, and it'll be surprising how doors open. So if you say that you're a speaker and you can come speak for free, people will gladly invite you to come and speak for free. But if you lay the foundation that, hey, you are a professional speaker, this is part of your revenue system, surprisingly, there are companies that come up and are willing to hire you up and willing to pay you. I think those two are very fundamental, important things for a speaker.
Absolutely, I love that. It's also making it clear that your time and what you're providing has value. Yeah. Right? And that it always just shouldn't be seen as just come for free and stuff like that. I like that. But one of the things you mentioned is letting the world know that this is what you do and this is what you're capable of and this is the value you do. How did you do that? Like, how did you let the world know? I mean, I kind of know because I saw how you package yourself, certainly when it comes to your website, etc. Was that a key part of it?
Yeah, clearly. Website is the easiest, the low-hanging fruit, and letting people know what are the things. But another one which I learned much later in life, Roberto, is also the importance of documentation, visual documentation. Like for example, now we are going to be on the panel at the Malaysia Social Media Week. But if it's not recorded, did it even happen? Yeah. So I think just the documenting, not just the talks, but also testimonials from the event organizers. How did they feel? About the performance, what did the audience feel about it, converting this, the panel discussion or a talk into a blog post, into an ebook, into a podcast, and making multiple uses of that is a kind of a good one. Another powerful thing that I've learned is that if we do our homework very well and you come and you really do a kick-ass job, almost invariably one good talk opens opportunities for another talk in another country. And especially when you come to an international conference like this, there are people from multiple countries who are out there. They look at you and they say that, hey, that's interesting. I'm organizing one back in Australia, back in Sri Lanka, and I'd love to invite you over. And that's how the domino effect really kicks in. So that's another important thing as well.
Absolutely. And when you interview the president of the Speakers Association in India, you're definitely going to be receiving an invitation to speak in India.
There you go. That's a good point.
Thank you so much, Kiruba.
Thanks a lot.
Great meeting you.
Thank you.
See you in the panel later.
See you in the panel
Ciao.
later.
Thank you, guys.